Hi there. This is Heather Fiore with Free State Nutrition. I want to talk to you about New Year's resolutions today. This is a topic that probably most dietitians, maybe other healthcare professionals too, have a lot of mixed feelings about. Um, what can be wrong with self-improvement, right? Obviously, most of us go into this field because we care about people's health and we want people to be healthier. And so if this time of year is an opportunity for people to work on their health, it should be a good thing. Let me ask you this though: does it feel like a hamster wheel? Do you feel like every year you're kind of resolving to do the same things? Do you do the same thing expecting different results every time, or do you try different things and keep getting the same results? So while I think the idea of New Year's resolutions has the potential to be a really positive thing, it can also be pretty damaging to ourselves and our health. So let's just stop beating around the bush here, right? Because I am talking about your weight. This is a topic I really actually hate talking about. Uh, I don't even like to weigh people in my practice. Sometimes when people have eating disorders, it's just sort of a necessary thing that we have to do sometimes. And it's terrible for both of us, but sometimes it's really necessary. This is one of those times, it's a really uncomfortable topic for me because I don't like to draw attention to something that people are already, hyper aware of. But I think it's really important that we talk about it. We're just going to put it out there. We're talking about weight, New Year's resolutions. I don't know what the percentage is. 80-90% of the time are about people trying to lose weight, trying to change their weight. They're trying to get more fit, however you describe it or explain it. That's what it is most of the time, right? And most of the time it doesn't work. People might lose some weight, but then they gain it back. They might do well for a while with whatever their resolution is, and usually by February, people are kind of finished with it. Sometimes for people who are trying to lose weight, like I said, sometimes they successfully lose weight for a little bit, but they end up maybe gaining by the end of the year, or by next January when it's time for the next resolution. And so is this really about health when you stop and think about it? Is this focus on your weight every year at resolution time really about your health? Has your doctor mentioned that this is something they're concerned about? Do you think you'll be healthier if you lose weight? Because guess what? It's not about your health. Weight is poorly correlated with health. There are lots of other things that we can track that tell us how your health is doing. And what's worse for your health is when your weight goes up and down, thanks to extreme diets and restrictive eating and stuff like that. That's actually worse. We actually know that that's bad for your health. And so the things that we do know that are correlated with health are doing healthy things, not smoking and eating fruits and vegetables and being physically active, in healthy ways, managing your stress, getting enough sleep, taking your medications if you have a health condition. These are the things that we know that are good for your health. Okay. So if I give you permission to stop worrying about your weight, does that help? If you accept the fact that this is not about health, that your desire to lose weight is not about health, does that help? Or do you still have this drive? Look, most people are driven not by health. They might say, "Oh, I want to feel better," and stuff like that, which is probably true, and they probably do care about their health, but they mostly want to change their body because of their own personal feelings about what their body looks like or what they want their bodies to look like. The reality is that diets don't work. 9 out of 10 people gain any weight they've lost back within 5 years. Okay. And so maybe for, 4 years, you're thinking like, awesome, I'm doing it and it's great. And I love my new body and I'm so happy and all these things. But 5 years is not a long time in your whole life. And if every 5 years you're going through this nonsense, that's A, not good for your health, and B, not good for your mental health, and not good in so many ways. Like it doesn't work, and nobody wants that. Nobody feels that that is success. Like, oh, if I only have to go on a restrictive diet every 5 years, great, sign me up for that. I don't know. Actually, I don't even know. Is that worth it to you? Does that sound like cool? I can have, supposedly I can have the body I want for 3 to 4 years, and then I have to do this all again to get myself where I want it to be. I don't know. You tell me. To me, that sounds terrible. So what I wish for you and what I wish for everyone really is that you discover the joy and the freedom of intuitive eating. Now, I've talked about it lots before. I'm not going to go into all the details, but I will say that it's truly life-changing for people that go through it. They get out of this cycle of dieting. They improve their relationship with food. It's about so many things. It's about listening to the wisdom of your body. It's about eliminating guilt and shame with eating, removing the judgment around food, exercising for the right reasons, so much more. It is so many great things. Unfortunately, a lot of times, because people's desire to lose weight is at the forefront of their drive for change, they are not willing to give it a try. I can't guarantee that intuitive eating is going to change your weight. I can't. It might go up, it might go down, it might stay the same. I don't know. And that uncertainty for a lot of people is enough to keep them from going through this process. So what I will ask is that you start, and you only need to start, to come to terms with your body as it is. That now I'm not asking you to like love every inch of your body and accept it like Lizzo or somebody. I mean, that would be amazing, right? If everybody had the confidence in their body as like Lizzo does, like that'd be fantastic. But that's not realistic for a lot of people. I'm just saying, what if you just take the focus off of what your body looks like and work on some other stuff that's going to have a real impact on your health and your happiness? Okay, so what that will look like, what it might look like for you is you've got to quiet that mean voice in your head. That voice that comes out it might just be when you look in the mirror. It might be when you wear certain things. It might be when you put on something that's just a little bit tight. Whew, that is some kind of trigger, isn't it? That voice just comes out and says like, you shouldn't have done this and you shouldn't have done that and you should have done this other thing. And whew, if you were 5 pounds thinner, you would look awesome, and all this mean stuff. Sometimes it's just like that you've dared to even feel good about yourself that triggers that mean voice too. So we've got to get a handle on that mean voice inside our own heads. Just tell it to shut it, just to get it to quiet down a little bit. Put another voice in there. Take a cue from Lizzo. Like, absolutely, okay, that you deserve to feel good in your body. You deserve that. Everyone deserves that. No one deserves to feel bad about what their body looks like. Nobody. Okay. Now, that's all you need to do. Now you're ready to talk about intuitive eating. So let me ask you something. Does intuitive eating feel like giving up? A lot of times people will tell me that they think it feels like giving up to them, like they're they're giving up sort of this dream. And I'm telling you, you're letting go of an impossible dream. That's mostly what you're doing. It's not giving up, you're shifting the focus, and you're investing in your health and your happiness. And you're simply letting go of unrealistic expectations that you've placed on yourself. And so instead, intuitive eating will be a positive step for your health versus another diet that's not going to work. Okay. I mean, go try the diet and then come back and talk to me. You know, that's fine. I'm just trying to save you some time and anguish here, because it's probably not going to stick. If your focus is on changing your weight instead of your health, it's not going to work. And it's not because you're weak or you haven't found the right diet for you. It's because the system is designed for you to fail. So I'm not going to promise weight loss, but I promise a healthier lifestyle, an improved sense of well-being. I mean, I don't know, does that sound like giving up? I think it sounds pretty amazing. I will encourage you to, if you're not in a place where you're ready to do this, to just think on it, to just work on that voice in your head that tells you that you're not enough, you're not good enough just as you are, and really think about that. Really think about your reasons for wanting to change what your body looks like. Where does that come from? Why is that important? And is there any validity to it? Knowing how difficult it is for people, not just you, for people as a group to change their body weight permanently. Knowing how difficult that is, really think about why it is you want to do that. What are the motivations there? Is there room to change some of that so that you can start to just sort of try to live in the body you're in, instead of looking forward to this body that you may or may not achieve, or may not achieve permanently? Can you just live in the body you're in? And just right there, that's freeing. And you can start to think about, okay, now I can look at food and exercise and these things in a different way. You can approach them in a different way if weight is not on your mind all the time. And especially in that sort of mean, harsh way that we tend to do. So that is my message for today. I absolutely love helping people through this process. It's something you can do on your own. There are books. There are lots more books. There's the intuitive eating book, of course, but there are also books that help you with the process of feeling better about your body. There are books about like ditching the diet mentality, so you can break it all down and find exactly the resource that's for you. I happen to work with people one-on-one through the process, and haven't had anybody say that that they were sorry they did it. Honestly, it's generally it's life-changing. I don't know how else to put it. And anyone who knows me knows I'm not big on exaggeration, and it's not an exaggeration. People really feel that their life has changed for the better going through this process. I also have a do-it-yourself course where you don't have to work with me one-on-one. You can do it all by yourself. You can watch little videos of me just like this through the content of the intuitive eating process, and chat with me online at certain times, ask questions, and do things like that. I will put a link to that maybe in the comments. You can also private message me if that's something you want to talk about. Anyway, going on and on. That's my message. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.